This episode of Out of Spec Reviews is brought to you by Magna. More on that later. Hello and welcome back to another Out of Spec Reviews video. Today I want to talk about charging and charging station safety. Now this is going to be a controversial video, I'm sure, because well, some of you probably don't want me to make this video, especially charging companies. And I think that this is going to be a huge issue going into the future. And if you're a bad guy, click away. Don't let this video give you any ideas. That's the goal here, is we really want to point out issues, but not sort of point out issues to the wrong crowd. So if you are not a good person, please don't watch this video. So this is just a very quick video. I happen to be topping up the car here at a DC fast charger using a CHAdeMO adapter right across the street from our office over here. And well, I figured I'd take the opportunity to put up a very quick video about a topic that is becoming increasingly common in the comments and something that I've been thinking about more and more. And it all stems from sitting in a nice car, usually in the back of a parking lot somewhere, hooked up to a machine that charges it that you can't easily just drive away from. Now, of course, when you fill up for fuel with a combustion vehicle, you drive up to the pump, you're standing outside filling it up, and then you go. And we've heard of countless, sort of safety concerns just by fueling up cars over the years. So, is this a new issue, or is this just an issue that's going to become adapted to charging? I'm not sure. But what I think is going to be an issue is this situation right here. When you're charging, you're there a little bit longer than fueling up, especially here at a 50 kilowatt charger. This would take, about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more to charge up this Tesla 0 to full. And so in some cases, you'll be there from, let's say on average, 15 minutes to an hour at a DC fast charger. Somewhere in that range is where most people will spend. And when you're in your car hooked in to the charger, you cannot just say, stop charging and drive away. You're literally a sitting duck, usually in the back of a parking lot. And hopefully, that doesn't happen to anyone and you're all safe, and that's not the idea. I'm just trying to point out an issue that I'm seeing here, and you just can't drive away. You join me back at the office with these incredible views to thank Magna. Now, Magna is a technology company that produces not only parts for cars, but also technological solutions from manufacturing and design and engineering. They cover so many parts of the automotive sector, and I bet you've interacted with a Magna product in your life before. Magna actually is very near and dear to my heart because their partnership, Magna Steyr in Austria, produced my first car, a Mini Countryman, and it was built right there in Graz. A lot of you are also familiar. Magna is going to be producing the Fisker Ocean in their Magna Steyr factory, and they also build G-Wagons, and nothing gets tougher than a G. So really excited about our partnership with Magna, of course. They are also hiring for engineers, so we know a lot of you guys are super interested in technology and automotive. I'll leave a link below so you can learn more about possible opportunities at Magna, but of course we want to thank them for sponsoring today's video and being such a huge supporter of Out of Spec. Truly, they are pushing mobility forwards responsibly and sustainably. And so, certainly I think, sitting in a nice car, usually somewhere you don't really want to be hooked up to a charger. All EVs are expensive today. You're sort of a target. And well, there's more to this conversation just beyond safety, but I think I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Now, I've talked to every charging company from EVgo to Electrify America to ChargePoint, although they don't manage their own network, and even some of the ones over in Europe about this issue. And they're like, well, we're installing lights and cameras. And that seems to be the gold standard in terms of combating bad guys at charging stations. And I'm sorry, but a light and a camera is not going to deter anyone. That camera is not coming out to defend you. And so, look, you can have personal defense, of course. You can, go down that route. You can, basically what I'm saying is I'm not sure I see a solution here. Basically, you're going to be sitting in a very nice car, plugged into a charger for a long period of time, and then people will catch on. There's a story back when we lived in North Carolina. There was the Burlington Supercharger, and it was a Tesla Supercharger. And there was one guy who held up multiple Tesla owners at gunpoint because they were just sitting in their car and they couldn't go anywhere. So here's my suggestion. I think we need a technology. We need some sort of something that's the ejecto seat cuz button, which blows out the charging handle and then you go. Here's the problem with that. Everyone, we've ran into some pretty nasty EV owners recently on road trips that are just like cutting in lines. If you watch our supercharger video, I am here to be a proponent of EVs, but I see massive problems with some of these things. Everyone would just hit the ejecto seat cuz button and then this would end up on the ground. And we don't want charging handles all over the ground, right? So maybe there's a cost associated with this. Maybe there's a robotic arm. I know this is coming in the future. Companies are working on this. Basically what I'm saying is comment below with what you think are some great solutions to make charging safer. Certainly having lights in a parking lot makes you feel safer. Having cameras there, sure, but that's not gonna do anything. And like, you know, we've seen in recent events, are the cameras even turned on and working? We don't know. The cars have cameras, of course, as well. It's definitely gonna become an issue. Okay, so safety is number one. Number two, there's also like annoying things people can do, and I'm not here to point out like stuff, but let's just say we're a normal passerby, right? This car's charging up, or we're at a bank of chargers, and we just want to stop charging. Well, we can. I can just walk up to the station and say, "Oop, end session, haha, they're no longer charging." And we just stop charging. No authentication required. And that's not unique to this charging station provider. That is across every network, pretty much everywhere, except maybe ChargePoint, you need to tap your card. It depends on the menus and which version. But then, of course, like in Europe, you have to present an RFID card, the one you use to start the charging session, to disable the charging session. But then most European EVs have the little button on the car that will stop charging, like a Taycan has that and a few others. So, you know, is that even necessary? Are these problems we're gonna see in the future? Did I just create a video that's like how to annoy EV owners and put them in danger? I hope not. That's not the intention here. The intention is just to bring awareness to this issue so that hopefully we can find solutions to the safety problem. Right now, it's not that big of a deal. And it's not happening in large numbers, but across the country, more and more people are driving EVs, more and more people will understand what they are, and I think this is gonna be something we're gonna be dealing with for years, just like still combustion cars are dealing with these issues, right? So what do you think? Am I crazy for making this video? Hope not. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.